Hey everyone, welcome back to Real with Lou. I'm Lulu, and I just wanted to come on here and be real transparent with you guys and just share my story about how I got my first full-time job right out of college. I see on Twitter how there's a lot of this talk about post-grad depression, and not having a job right after you graduate is definitely the main contributing factor to that. So I just want to come on here and give my story and let you guys know it's not too late. Just say a little bit about the steps that I took, especially for those who are entering their senior year who would be applying for full-time job in the fall. So if this video is for you, keep watching. Before we get into the video, please make sure you comment, like, and subscribe. Actually turn on that notification bell because YouTube does not let you know when I put up new videos. So please turn that notification bell on so you can be notified. So let's jump right into the video. Recruiting season is approaching. I know recruiting season typically goes from at the end of August to like the mid-October. That's not the only time that, of course, companies are recruiting, but that's like the main bulk of it. So that's the time where you want to make sure that you're applying to everything and anything in your field that you're interested in and qualified for. So definitely don't let the recruiting season at the beginning of fall semester pass you by. I know sometimes you guys, we're into the homecoming hype. Make sure you multitasking, make sure you having fun and tending to your business at the same time. With that being said, being that recruiting season is approaching, if you do have any internships this summer or any jobs or anything that you did, make sure you're keeping your resume up to date. Make sure that you are actually putting the proper keywords and the quantifiers in your resume to sell yourself. Get rid of everything that you don't need. And also, it's not bad to have more than one version of your resume, because you may be applying to certain jobs where one list of things on the resume matters, and then you applying to another job where some of that stuff don't even matter and you can take that off. So tailor your resume to the industries that you are applying to. LinkedIn, don't underestimate LinkedIn. Make sure if you at least have a LinkedIn. You don't have to be super active on it, but make sure you do have one so people can know about you and know about your professional experience. Also, LinkedIn is also your way of snooping up on recruiters too, because they have LinkedIn and you can kind of get your foot in the door that way. Make sure you have a professional headshot. All of the fields are filled out with your schools, your interests, your About Me section, any awards that you've gotten. Make sure it's filled out to the T so you can have a good profile. Sometimes what's a little annoying to me is when I go on LinkedIn and people have profiles and it's like nothing on there. So make sure you do have something on your LinkedIn. Make sure you apply to everything that you qualify for, but also that aligns in your interest. So you can at least know that you're getting your foot in the door all these places. Like, I'm telling you, like, filling out job applications and applying is a lot because there's a lot of different factors on why you may not get called back. So don't put all your eggs in one basket, as they would say. Like, make sure you're applying everywhere that's in your field, because there's just a whole lot. It could be budgeting reasons. It could be like there's only a limited amount of positions for that, and sometimes it's who you know, not what you know. So make sure you're applying everywhere. I know it can be frustrating, but that's what you gotta do if you wanna get there. Also, one key thing that I want to add in here is enthusiasm helps. Being enthusiastic when you're at career fairs or when you at networking events or company events where you're trying to speak to people and get your foot in the door, enthusiasm helps. A recruiter doesn't want to be standing in a career fair all day talking to students and students come up to them that are boring and not passionate about what they're telling them. They don't want to see that. And also, being enthusiastic helps to see what kind of person you are that they will want in their company. a lot of the work out here, it's group work. You're not working by yourself when you're going into full-time corporate America. I'm telling you. So all those group projects y'all doing now, that's for that. You're never gonna get rid of being in groups ever. Like, there's been countless times, I'm just naturally bubbly, so it's been countless times where I got interviews on the spot, like right then and there, just because of my personality. Like, oh my gosh, she's passionate, let's interview, come right here real quick, step to the side, we're gonna schedule you something. I'm telling you, it works. Like, and even if you're not a naturally, happy, bubbly person, at least try to get yourself together to be. Like, if you know you can't do that, just like take a deep breath, like, okay, I'm about to go in here, I'm about to do this, and just walk in and get it done. And I'm telling you, you will see results. You will see results. And prepare for your interview. Make sure you prepare. You can be the smartest person in the world, but you don't know everything. Especially research the company you're actually applying for. I know you may heard of all these companies. Yeah, I know that company. I know what they do. But do you really know what they do? There's so many different layers to a company, and they will most likely ask you, so tell me about my company and why would you want to work for us? You don't want to sit there and say generic answers that everyone says, because they kind of know that you just surface level and you really don't know what we do. You just want a job. Yeah, you just want a job, I understand. You know, like, why are you asking me this? I want a job. But definitely make sure, like, you have to make sure a company aligns with you as well, vice versa. So prepare for the interview, whatever field you're in. Make sure you know the interview questions that are in your field. I know for tech interviews, make sure you know your coding languages, make sure you practice. So for example, so I'm gonna tell you a little bit about me now. So I work at one of the big consulting firms, and I had 3 interviews, and I had to do a case interview for one of those. And I never done case interviews before. So I made sure, like, for like 3 or 4 days straight, probably more than that, like, I was researching all of the case studies, case interviews that can happen. I had actually had an interview with Capital One a week before. I didn't get it, of course. Well, not of course, but I didn't get it. And I actually thought that case interview was way easier than the one I did with the company that I work for now. But then I got the job for the company that I work for now. So I'm not really sure how they was basing their things on, but that goes to show you, like, never count yourself out, because the ones you think are easy, you're not gonna get. But like, I had to prepare for that interview because that was a different type of interview that I've never gone into. Like, I've gone into like behavioral interviews before, coding interviews before, so I knew how those worked, but I never gone into like a case study interview. And it was fairly good. Like, it was cool. So make sure you prepare for whatever industry you're in. I was able to secure my full-time job October of my senior year, so it was definitely a relief because I wasn't worried about finding a job after that time period. Like, I didn't have to worry about the stressors of finding a job. I was able to just worry about actually graduating and get out of school, because that was a hassle in itself. So that was one thing. So it's definitely perks to hitting the ground running early. It's not gonna be easy, but definitely but that shows, like, I cannot tell you, like, I applied to so many companies, and I had a couple interviews during that time, and I got this one, and I was like, oh wow, like, this is one of the companies that I always wanted to work for, and I was proud that I got it, and that was a relief. So all the things that I listed in this video is all the things that I did to secure the job. I had people look over my resume. You're never too old to get your resume checked over. Like, make sure, like, humble yourself and make sure that you're routinely updating and getting your resume checked over, because you're not perfect, and what you may see can be totally different from what someone else may see. I was constantly doing that, and that's the steps that I took. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you want me to make other videos like this, or you have any questions, please comment in the comment section below and I'll be happy to get that for you guys. And thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye.